Impossible is not a word that this real-life Tony Stark believes in. While running 4 multi-billion-dollar companies just in his late 40s, he manages to be a proficient all-rounder without losing his sanity. How does he do it is a big question. Let us watch further ahead to uncover the mystery of how he beats the impossible with 10 secrets for insane success. Number 10. Start the day with what's important. We can all agree that productivity during the morning beats productivity during any other time during the day. At number 10, we have starting the day with important tasks. These hours are considered the prime time and when we are most alert, hence generating a high level of efficiency. The early bird catches the early worm. So does Elon. The man himself wakes up bright and early at 7 a.m., starting up with his most important tasks, which is commonly abbreviated as MITs. Any guess what his MIT is? Yes, you guessed right. He performs the mundane task of answering back to emails, but not the only way you imagine. This is a highly important part of his day as he screens out what is important and replies to them, while the trivial mails are left for another time to respond to. Are time management and burnout a struggle you face? If yes, try following the 80-20 rule. If it works for Elon, it surely will be a solution to your time management problems too. Number 9. Make use of feedback loops. As fancy as the term sounds, it has proven to be quite beneficial too. At number 9, we have utilization of feedback loops. Negative criticism is something Elon appreciates a lot. He considers this as a very important trait while hiring candidates. If you are a person who is truthful in providing suggestions and opinions and trying for a job in one of his companies, consider yourself a strong contender. What benefits arise from this, you may ask? Well, in simple words, it helps increase the speed at which an idea is implemented along with the final results being better as opposed to doing the same without a feedback loop. Negative feedback is quite hurtful to one's esteem, but the long-term outputs that come out of that are truly worth it. Number 8. First principles grounds. What comes at 8 is quite interesting. Well, to tell you the truth, people consider the task of following first principles tedious and one which is more time-consuming. But if you go to the root of how first principles function, the results prove quite the contrary. Speaking of specifics, what are first principles? It's simply the base of all knowledge that cannot be further disintegrated. In layman's terms, the concept involves starting your research or path right from the basics and work your way up to the top rather than making a decision based on personal experiences or experiences you may have seen or heard. The true example of this would be on how Elon refused to buy the highly expensive rockets that cost millions. Instead, he collected the basic materials used to construct a rocket, which included titanium, copper, carbon fiber, and some aluminium alloys suitable to be durable in space, and voila! It was good to go. You will be shocked to know that this approach saved him a lot of bucks, and when the research was conducted upon this, his materials totaled up to only 2% of the rocket's price. What a price he saved there! As a common saying goes, when you start from the bottom, the only way left is to go up. At number 7, we have engaging in asynchronous communication. The meaning behind this term is not as complicated as it seems, with most parts of the population of the world constantly being distracted with their electronic gadgets, wasting time on social media, and performing other trivial activities on their devices. This promotes limiting your access to these insignificant distractions, restricting communication to members that will benefit you, so that your focus isn't derailed, is highly essential. Frankly speaking, with poor focus, we'd all be pretty lost. Number 6. Master the art of communication. If you think about it, you'll realize that communication is one of the main keys to success. An idea or innovation holds no value if it isn't communicated. At number 6 comes mastering the art of communication. Does communication solely involve absorbing rich vocabulary and a new language? Not entirely. Communication is like a charcuterie board. The items may be simple, but the display is what makes it divine. Similarly, everyone has a different way of communicating. Elon himself is pretty great at it. Have you ever seen any of his public speaking events? If not, please do. Elon is known for his simplistic way of communicating complicated ideas and concepts to the public. His tone as well as approach to the topic makes his idea and content all the more interesting. Did you know that the tense in which you speak while communicating also matters? Yes, it plays a major role, especially in the case of public speaking. For instance, Musk speaks in the present tense, which attracts the attention of his listeners in such a way that they can experience the future at the moment. Kudos to his language tricks. Number 5. Complete tasks in batches. Proceeding on to number 5, we have completing tasks in batches. What does working in batches indicate, you may wonder? Working in batches revolves around the concept and strategy of multitasking. Still confused about what it means? Let me reduce this complexity with an example. Let us take the example of Elon himself. The man multitasks eating his meals while responding to emails. How brilliant is that? Ever heard of the Pomodoro technique? Well, the best way to describe it would be a concept that involves picking a task, setting a timer to ring at 25 minutes, working on those tasks in those 25 minutes, followed by a 5-minute break. Oh, that's not the end of it. The process is then repeated. The best part of this technique is its combination while completing tasks in batches is set to boost the process of batches at a higher rate. What a magnificent technique. Number 4. Create a schedule. The next secret that comes at number 4 is proper planning. You may consider the man to be a robot, considering the various roles he plays in all his companies. I kid you not, planning is what helped him raise where he currently is. As you may already know, this entrepreneur's schedule is very intense and detailed. His time during the day is split into slots of 5 minutes. Due to this trick, he manages to get more tasks performed. Try this out and let us know in the comment section how that played out for you. Number 3. Adopting stretch goals. There is a famous saying that goes along the lines that if you aim for the sky, you may at least reach the top of the trees. As a matter of fact, the same applies to stretching your goals, which comes at number 3. As the name itself implicates, the magnitude of your goals should be large. So large that it beats the normal expectations. Naturally, stretch goals push you out of your comfort zone. Trial and error helps test limits and know the possible capabilities one has. Go big on your goals to see big results unravel. Number 2. Flexible mindset. Having a fixed mindset has not got anyone anywhere. The learning process must be constant. At number 2, we have a flexible mindset as one of the secrets to instant success Musk uses. Elon's mind is constantly evolving. A way you could do the same too is by learning consistently. Apart from this, being persistent by shifting perspectives and adapting to new knowledge or experiences you may have gained is also helpful. Living for challenges is mandatory. Failure is a stepping stone to success, and embracing it is highly important too. Truthful feedback helps improve the speed of the process and the quality of the end product. Finally, what has one got to lose by celebrating the success of others? Nothing. So do it so that one fine day others might celebrate your wins too. Any guessing on what the top secret for Musk's insane success is? Hold your horses as we reveal the first secret behind Elon Musk's insane success. Number 1. Expanding your knowledge base. As cliche as it may sound, the world will never run out of knowledge due to its rich nature and vastness. At number 1, we have expanding your knowledge. A fascinating fact about Elon Musk is that from a young age, he would read 2 books per day. That is quite astounding, as it beats the average reading rate of any human on Earth. Elon is very well known for developing his T-shaped skills. Wondering what T-shaped skills are? These skills include having a lot of knowledge in the field of your profession while simultaneously being well informed in other fields too. Guess now the question on why Musk is so successful has been answered. Let us end the video on a light note by appreciating the wonder this man is and also trying to adapt some of his great success tips to at least become half the man he is today. If you enjoyed this video, please do like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel for further content. Until then, see you next time.